April 21st was a really big day for us. The first time we've used handheld terminals in this country. Not a new thing for our group, but for us brand new. And really, I don't think it could have gone better for us. We had a good preparation phase before it. A lot of good work done by the project team, and also our people really engaging in the training. But then off they went, and amazingly we delivered beer and we got paid for it as well. So that's absolutely what we would want, and it's been a really good start for handhelds.
We're delighted to go first because you know, we're out on the extremities in the deep southwest, and sometimes, you know, you get to the back of the list on some things like this. So the chance for us to kind of show that we can be trusted and be positive about such a big project for the UK has really, you know, been a fillet to us, and it's, yeah, and the fact that it's been such a success, and whilst I give lots of credit to the project team and the guys that have put it all together over the months, in terms of using it and the proof of the pudding, the guys here have exceeded my expectations, definitely.
I've just received my HHT from the Transport Duty Manager, and I'm just logging in by using my username and password. After I've done that, it highlights my load, and I have to press OK and then start downloading my load for the day. So we've been doing this now for 2 weeks, and it's a good system. I've not had no problems. You can't really go wrong with it throughout the day. Now I have to print my route summary, and that's obviously all the deliveries I've got on my round today. So on this piece of paper, it's got all my drops on for my first round today. Now I have to go into the computer and print out every delivery docket for the day. As I say, only slight downfall with it is really the printing is quite small, and sometimes when you've got a big delivery note with lots of items, the numbers can get a bit jumbled up. But as you see, that is an example of a delivery note. Yeah, it's just round the corner from the depot, and as I say, we just arrived. First call, I've printed off his a copy of his delivery note so I can check that it's correct before we start taking it off for the day. So I should do that now. Morning, John. There's a copy of your delivery note for the day.
Thank you very much.
Is that correct?
Yep. Okay.
You got 1 Guinness, 1 San Miguel,
Yep.
4 kills of lager,
Yep.
2 Thatchers, 60 cases of Carlsberg,
Yep.
and 2 sealed boxes.
That is correct.
It was different. Obviously, the process was a bit slower because you didn't know your way around the terminal, but it's just took a couple of days to get used to it. But as I say, now it's really second nature. You don't have to think twice about which screen you're going into or anything like that. So yeah, it's okay now. As I say, difficulty at the start, but otherwise it's okay. You just print off what you need, and that's it. So you put your empties into the computer and it generates a ticket for you, so it's a lot easier that way. Yeah, it was interesting, obviously, because it's new and it's novel. We had 2 days in-house training, which was quite enjoyable. I thought it was easy time, so it was very relaxed, and I thoroughly enjoyed it. But just say, I'm not very computer literate, and I got on with it quite well. I was pleased with it. Right, we've unloaded obviously, and now I've come in with the handheld terminal and the printer. Then ask the customer to sign above the dotted line. Be so kind to sign that, please, John.
Okay, Steve. Steve.
Thank you, John. And now I can print the delivery note with both driver and customer's signature on it. There we go, there's your copy of your delivery note, John, with your empties on it.
Lovely.
Okay, thank you
That's
very much.
great. Thank you,
Just
Steve.
a couple of questions to ask you.
Yes.
Are you satisfied with the service you received today?
I'm very satisfied, Steve. That was great. Thank you.
Is your cellar clear of empties?
It's totally clear of empty, Steve. Thank you very much. Yeah, so it's great. Ready for the weekend.
And that's it, thank you very much, John.
Thank you, Steve.
See you next week.
Thanks, Steve. Thanks,
Cheers,
Steve.
bye.
It's just one print out and everything is on there, and as they print it out before it comes in, and I just check it off, tick it off as it comes in, and everything's fine. Everything's here. So it's great.
So a lot of benefits.
A lot of benefits, a lot less paperwork, and it's easier for me, and just a little bit of paper. It's great. Good stuff.
Debriefing after my first round before I go out to my second. Basically reporting any journey problems and other such things, which Lynch will ask me in a minute.
And it seemed to go pretty smoothly this morning with the HHT.
Yeah, no problems at all. It was working fine, it didn't crash the system at all or anything, so it's alright, yeah.
Right, let's go through this then. All calls made, Steve?
Yes.
Okay.
A debrief, which is a really important part of the process. We've now got this exchange of information. It's a two-way process. We have good information on what's happened on the route, for good or for bad. Has it worked well for us? Have we had issues today? The crews have information, and had an example this morning given to me of a telephone number that was wrong. We've been able to put that right because we've now got the ability in debrief to sort of identify that, but more importantly to do something about it. So for the next week it's going to be right for the men out on the road. So lots of good stuff there. And then from our customers' perspective, the benefit of us being able to process everything really quickly so that we can receipt it and invoice it all in the same moment pretty much on the day of delivery. What we used to have to do was have a delivery note, receipt it manually, scan it in, and then if a customer ever wanted their proof of delivery, we had to wade through all that and try and find a way of getting it to the customer. Now we have the electronic signature, we have proof of delivery available straight away. Literally, if a customer rang us this afternoon and said, that delivery you made to me this morning, I've lost my bit of paper, can I have proof of delivery? We can do that. It's in the computer.
One of the main lessons that we've learned is to think holistically and in the round about the effect of HHTs on the whole depot and not just transport. In the build-up to it, a lot of the concern was about transport, how the guys would react, how they take to the training, and what if it failed on the road, and all those kind of various scenarios. And with hindsight, we would have put some more thought into the effect of how it affected the whole depot, really, because in terms of our night shift, we've changed the way we do things. We've got a different kind of procedural timeline, and different things and different skills are required at different times as opposed to the old world. So, and whilst we've coped with that, it would have been just a little easier if maybe we'd have thought in wider terms going into it. The big surprise is that it was so smooth. I've been through some various systems implementations, not with Carlsberg, but with other companies, and they have been absolute nightmares. And it requires long hours and lots of dedication to dig yourself out of a hole. My first experience with Carlsberg on an initiative like this, and I suppose the surprise, rightly or wrongly, the surprise was that it did go so well and was so smooth.
What a brilliant effort from all the people in Torquay. It's one thing to be selected for something. I don't think they necessarily volunteered, so we're selected for something. It's another thing to have such a great level of commitment and enthusiasm for what we've done, and that's brilliant. I'm really pleased with that.